Ryan.
Let's give him another minute. There's Jill. Hello, Jill.
Morning.
And looky there.
Hey, cheers.
Ryan, I remember to look
Can't worry.
at the coffee beans that I got. It was called the Good Bean. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah,
Where's
it
it
turned out
from?
pretty good. And you know, sort of middle of the road. I think it was practically the same pricing as like a Pete's.
Right. Did
Hey,
you
Rob.
get the choice?
Yeah, it tasted good.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I would do it again. There we go. Hello, Laura.
Good morning. Good morning.
Ooh, Ryan, you got the front door open today?
Yeah.
Getting a little
Yeah.
natural breeze, or do you have your cat walking out there?
Yeah, the cat is out there on the leash.
That is funny. So everyone who is here right now, we might see Tony in about 6 minutes. I had a thought for sort of ongoing discussion today. Now, when you all entered or completed the survey, you did have to enter an email address, but it only goes to me. So as far as like anyone else is concerned, it has been completely anonymous. If anyone wants to discuss anything, and you're okay with discussing it in this small group here, and the only people it would go to would be other shop members if we continue that conversation, I am more than happy to open up the conversation. So,
Coffee enemas again?
I'm sorry?
Are we talking about coffee enemas again?
No.
Oh,
That was a one-time conversation.
sorry, I had to go get my watch.
Now you've done it. You've gotten Teresa going.
A built-in coffee enema.
The last thing we needed was for Teresa to hear that. But no offense, Teresa.
Just asking the question. I'm helping you to make your goal, Drew.
By keeping me accountable with my posting. Is that the goal?
By making you smile. By making you smile.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That goal. That goal.
Cheers. I like to drink it in my mouth.
Well, I do too, except mine is empty. I've been on a Zoom call for the last hour with the Downtown Corvallis Association.
Oh.
Hey, there's a topic of conversation.
Yeah,
New
tell
shop
it.
location.
What?
Oh, where is it?
Do you have the info?
Well, I've had the info. I've just been keeping it close to the vest.
Exactly.
So it must be downtown.
All in favor of me sharing the information?
Ah,
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see any hands, so it looks like
No,
nobody.
I don't like. I want it to stay a secret.
Just between us in this class. How about that?
Can you stop the recording so it's not posted?
Say it again.
Stop the recording so everybody else doesn't know, just us.
Well, the recording, I actually remembered to turn on the recording this time. But the other thing is, I'm not sure anybody watches the recordings anyway, so.
Right,
Listen, before Tony logs on, and then we can mess with him the rest of the class about how he doesn't.
Yeah, but see, I don't want to do that to Tony. Tony hooked me up with an awesome gift. All right.
Share.
Can I get some like suspense music or something like that?
how about a drum roll? All of
Drum
us.
roll, there you go. All right, our location is going to be downtown on 2nd Street.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
The Pastega Coffee location, do you know where that is, right on the corner?
Yeah.
We're gonna be in that same building.
Is that
There's-
down like down towards the south end of town?
No, that's on the north side of the downtown.
Okay.
Do you know where Peak Sports is and that ballet studio? It's right
Yeah.
across the street from that.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Parking?
Yes, we have. I have a few arrangements worked out. That's why I was sneaking around and meeting. So, for example, there's two buildings right behind us that have dedicated parking, and then there's another business that has its own parking lot. And I've had meetings with all of them to talk about using their parking.
Nice.
Yep. And then also, street parking is actually for the morning classes. Nothing downtown really gets going until like between 9 or 10, and even then the street parking would be adequate. So for everybody that's a morning person, you'll be able to park out right in front, no problem.
Even the evening classes, don't they stop checking the parking after like 5 or 5:30 or something?
That
Yes,
is,
but there's no parking.
Yeah, that's true.
what's that?
But there's no parking because downtown is nothing but restaurants and that's dinner time.
No, there is parking. I've scoped it out a handful of times in the evening, and one of my accomplices has done the same.
Plus, if I'm thinking right, is it right on, are you, the Pestega, is that right on Harrison,
Yes.
Van Buren coming out of town? So right across the bridge, there's tons of parking right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But even then, there's much closer parking.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Well, that'll be great for like running too.
Yep. We're 1 block off the Riverfront Park.
Great.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then we can go get coffee when we're done.
Yes, we're right next to Sky High and Laughing Planet.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's great. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Construction is underway on the inside and the outside.
What are you thinking then, Drew? Like,
What's it? I'm sorry?
when are you thinking? I mean, I know everything's to do with.
Yeah, well, so assuming there haven't been any changes, that we can't control to our timeline, August 1 is our start date.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but
Cool.
that's it. Right now, that date is written in pencil.
Okay. Oh, I love the location. I think it's awesome to be down.
Thanks, Laura. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a very exciting location.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it's 5,000 square feet.
Is that bigger? How big is the
Bigger.
room?
We're currently 34.
Oh, wow.
3,400. We're gonna have big roll-up doors in the front and the back.
Fun.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Well, that's awesome.
yeah. It's actually it's gonna be a really sweet location.
I love the roll-up doors so we can have air, but
Yeah.
just for everyone's so excited about the location. I gotta tell you, I'm like, meh. It's just further. Where it is right now is it's 1 mile from my house, so it's a quick bike ride. And it's gonna be 2.5 miles, which is fine. It's just
Hey,
And that's-
Teresa, it's Corvallis. Come on.
And that's okay. I can't please everybody.
I
but
know.
I'm excited about being downtown to go get coffees afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of that, yeah.
My Laughing Planet consumption is gonna skyrocket.
Yep.
It'd be nicer for some outdoor work too nearby there,
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So right on. Yeah, like I said, I mean, if you can actually picture our location in your head, we're 1 block away from the Riverfront Park.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So big grass area, views of the river,
Yep.
Nice.
lots of cool options.
When I left working downtown, I had so much more money in my wallet because I wasn't going to Laughing Planet every day.
I know.
It would be kind of nice if they could open you up June 1st, and then it would make your transition easier if we could just bring all the equipment there.
Yeah, so yeah, the construction certainly won't be done by then. We're still in the permitting process, which means a
I'm so sorry.
whole lot of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, you know, it is quite possible that the phase 1, the phase 2, all of that could be extended.
Yeah.
One of the things that is being highlighted right now, because this was kind of a public misconception, and that is that the purpose of the stay-at-home order, which was to flatten the curve, wasn't so that fewer of us would get it, because it's likely that, you know, it is going to spread ridiculously, but it's spreading that over time.
Yeah.
So not to overwhelm.
Everybody gets that though, right?
What's that?
I think everybody gets the flatten the curve.
Oh, well, I'm not implying that you don't. What I mean was there's a lot of talk on social media, you know, about, you know, if somebody is uncomfortable with the risks, they can just stay at home. Well, you know, that's not the point. You know, if people still go out because they're comfortable with the risks, that can still result in spikes, which overwhelms the medical system.
Right.
So that's the point. It's not the point of, you know,
But I'm just saying, who doesn't get that?
well,
I don't get that.
yeah, maybe browse Facebook and Instagram
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Oh.
Add you to my group.
Vice President.
Right. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Vice President doing a tour of the Mayo Clinic.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's all right. If he gets sick, he can just drink some bleach. He'll be fine.
No, you inject it.
It's a bleach enema.
I'm trying very hard to remember that he has a family that loves him and friends, etc. So we don't wish him ill. But on the other hand,
It's ridiculous.
wish him ill.
Well, excellent point, Tracy, but maybe we just wish that he would make smarter decisions.
Yes, exactly.
At least ones that are in the public spotlight.
Well, since he wants to be a public figure, yes.
Yeah, he would leave the public sphere and open a McDonald's franchise in Ohio and leave us all alone.
There you go. Cool. All right, guys and gals, I think we are to the point where we can start discussing everyone's strength work, should anyone have questions. So throw your hand up. Teresa.
I want to do that push-up thing that had the funny name where I do push-ups all the time and then get better at push-ups. So should I, what is it called again?
Grease the groove.
Yeah. And so does that mean I shouldn't incorporate push-ups into my workout today?
So not necessarily. So here's what I would suggest. Let's just to simplify it, let's say there's 3 ways of doing it. One is grease the groove your push-ups outside of your workout only. Number 2 is challenge your push-ups inside of your workout only. And then number 3 would be grease the groove plus in your workout. So you just simply have to adjust what it is you're doing to accommodate which one of those scenarios you're doing.
So what I've been doing is by greasing the groove, I've been doing 1 push-up a few times a day. And then when I do it in a workout, I do the, you know, the squatty potty one, but the assisted one, and I do about 5. So what do you think I should do today?
That sounds fine to me. But let me just stress the key of grease the groove.
What again?
If you're doing grease the groove and in your workout, you have to be very careful not to exceed that threshold of going from high frequency, low intensity, all of the sudden into high frequency and the occasional high intensity. You can't do both. So as long as the push-ups that you're doing in a workout, the numbers can be up. So let's say 5, but that 5 should not be an extremely challenging set.
Okay.
Does that make
We'll
sense?
go with 4 then, because 5 is pretty
Sure.
challenging.
Okay.
Okay.
Other questions?
Quick one.
Yes.
dumbbell rows. So I've graduated to 35, my kettlebell 35. But yeah, I know I got a gain here. It's awesome. So the first one the last couple times I've started with my 20-pound and done 12. And would that still be okay, or should I just go ahead and start with the 35?
No need to. I mean, I always like to do a warm-up set, but I
Okay.
don't count it.
Okay.
So you could do the 20 or whatever size you said. Just do a couple of reps just to warm it up, and then otherwise go right to your bigger dumbbell
Okay.
or kettlebell, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Drew, I'm having a hard time with the single leg hip thrust. So I was thinking of changing it, but can you show me like the single leg squat, another option?
First, can you tell me what is the challenge with the single leg hip thrust so I can help you troubleshoot?
Oh, okay. I don't know how to do it. Like, I just feel like
That would be a challenge.
I can't figure it out.
Sure. So why don't we walk through that one, because a single leg squat is substantially more difficult than a single leg hip thrust.
Oh, okay. Then that's
Yeah.
an option.
So a single leg hip thrust, do you have either a chair, a bench, a bed, or something to elevate, to put your shoulders on?
Yeah, I have a couch in here that I tried, but yeah.
Okay. So if you go get in position over there, will you still be able to hear me as long as I talk loud enough?
Yeah, I can take my laptop.
Go ahead and take your laptop over there, and let's get you situated.
Mm-mm.
We're going to start with 2 legs just to show you the movement, and then all you would do is simply lift up one of your legs so that you're not using it, and then it becomes a single leg.
Okay.
Okay, so rest your shoulders and upper back on the edge of the couch,
Uh-huh.
and then so your hips and feet will be, yep, that looks good to me. Your elbows can be out like this just for support.
Like
Yep,
that.
but all they're doing is providing balance. You're not up on your elbows.
Okay.
Okay, so now squeeze your butt and lift your hips straight up. There you go.
Uh-huh.
And scoot your feet. I want your knees to be at 90 degrees. So scoot your feet
Like that.
maybe a little bit more out. That looks about 90 degrees to me. So
Okay.
now drop your butt all the way down to the ground, or as low as you can get, and now bridge up, squeeze hard, squeeze, 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 and down.
Okay.
So do about 5 of those. Squeeze as hard as you can, not just as little as necessary, as hard as you can.
Okay.
And so after a couple reps, you should already feel the glutes burning a little
Yeah.
bit.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you want to try the single leg, lift one knee up towards your chest. Yep, and now drop your hips down. Keep that knee off, or keep that knee up, and now bridge up using the other leg. There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
The critical thing here is the height of your hips.
Okay.
You gotta get them as high as you can. If you switch to the single leg and your height has decreased, go back to the double leg.
Okay.
So just a refresher for everyone: mechanics, consistency, intensity. You never compromise mechanics and consistency for intensity. So in this case, Rosalind, a single leg would be more intensity than the double leg.
Yeah.
If doing the single leg causes you to compromise in either your technique or your range of motion, then it's too intense and you need to back off until you're ready for that intensity.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep. So you good to go on that one?
Yeah.
Awesome. Other questions? Yes, Jill, go ahead.
Will you look at this lunge and tell me what you think about it?
Yeah. Can you lower the camera just a little bit? Because I can see about knees up. Are you standing on an elevation and you're going to lunge backwards?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the stability of that platform?
It's a little wobbly.
Wobbly, but it'll get the job done?
Right.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
So do another one for me and slow down, and then stay tall. Lift your head and shoulders up in the bottom. So go ahead and lunge back. Stay tall, stay tall, stay tall. Now finish. There we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Tempo looks good. Range looks good. Are you able to touch your knee to the ground?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know if I could if this was much taller, but it's pretty short. You know.
Yeah. And honestly, if it was much taller than that, a lunge would not be the desired range of motion. You'd do more like a step up or a single leg squat or something.
So do you like that for variety or?
Yeah, that's
you
a
don't
great
like
one.
it?
Those are
Okay.
those are hard. And just do one leg at a time.
Just
Or
do the one.
do both legs, but don't alternate, is what I mean.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the foot that stays on the box, you may as well just like anchor it down and leave it there until you're done with that side and then switch sides.
Okay.
Cool. Other questions?
Come on, little guy.
No, what I want you to do for me, find the activity that we have to dine away.
Jake, in the middle of my exercise class, don't pull on that, please. You want to do your reading aids right now.
No, I want to do the dine activity that we have to.
Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, I'll mute myself.
All good. Tracy, pause for 1 second. Tracy, can you hear me? Tracy. Jam into that music. Can you hear me?
Yes.
On those, watch the shoulder shrug. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister for me. Shoulder shrug. When you get to that back position, so if you watch me from the side, when you're about right here, as you go to get that last few inches of range of motion, your shoulders have a tendency to do that, and then your hands drop.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is, for a couple of reasons. Number one, that movement right there, the what do we call those? Reverse flies. Those are an awesome movement, but they're not for like heavyweight max effort or anything like that. So you should have an easy enough time to where you can absolutely pause in the back position.
Okay.
During that pause, I want you to check the shoulders, make sure they're down.
So that band's not going to work for that then.
Too much band?
Well, it's the lightest band that I have in that setup. So I'll try something different. really missing those TRX bands. I don't think this is gonna work either. Yeah. I just go do this instead.
I don't think that one's going to be enough. So the band reverse fly is a great strength exercise. A band pull apart is very much a corrective or like a filler exercise.
Okay.
So here's what I would do. Try that band that you had. Take like a 2-inch step closer or something, and just do your best to pause and pull those shoulders down on the back.
Okay.
And you can certainly do those band pull aparts, but I would do them more as corrective or filler. Yeah, see, you got it.
Okay. Checking the floor, seeing where I'm standing. Go get some tape. Yeah.
Are they working on your place right now, Drew?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
There's already been a new roof. We have 2 skylights. So we're gonna have a lot of natural light. They've ripped out the old concrete because it was, very old, and they're gonna pour in a new foundation.
Wow.
Um,
Did you buy the building, or are you leasing it?
I'll be renting.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, I'm gonna go down and look. I'm gonna get on my bike after class and go.
Yeah, of course. Extremely important message regarding the new building.
Okay.
Remember the vision. Don't judge it based on what it looks like right now.
Oh no.
Jill, how do you manage expectations for your clients when they buy a fixer-upper? You have to talk about the vision, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, you talk about the vision and you tell them not everybody can see it, but it'll.
Excellent line. I like it.
Yes, it'll come together.
All right. So
Jill,
let me.
what do you do? Are you a realtor or what?
I am. Yeah.
The kick-ass realtor. Let me describe the vision for those of you who want to drive by and see it. So the building was just a straight up warehouse storage facility for the Pastega family for who knows how long. They boarded up the windows. The outside is like a ugly yellow color. But we're gonna have a glass roll-up garage door in the middle. We're gonna have windows and storefront on both sides. The outside is gonna be painted, so it's not that ugly yellow. And then on the back, there's gonna be a roll-up door on the back plus windows on the back. And then in the inside, it's going to look ridiculously good as well. There's going to be a long turf strip. There's going to be a big rubber area. Everywhere else is going to be like a polished concrete.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yes, please go. I'd love for y'all to get as excited about it as I am. Remember the vision.
Yeah.
If anybody's having trouble with the vision, talk to Jill. She'll be able to
Talk to Jill, exactly.
So I went over your plans pretty carefully because, you know, that's what Glenn does, is he takes ugly and makes it beautiful.
Awesome.
And I was really excited by everything you had thought out. It's
Cool. I
gonna
appreciate
be
that.
amazing.
I certainly think so.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a toilet flush in the background in my house.
Okay, and one more thing on the location.
Yeah.
Bigger visibility. I mean,
Huge
I would
visibility.
think,
So
yeah.
here's one thing that's really cool. We're going to have signage on the front, of course, but on the back, there's actually parts of 2 parking lots.
Yeah.
So if you're driving out of downtown on 3rd Street, you have a very clear view of the back windows and the back. It wouldn't technically be a storefront, but you know what I mean, the storefront.
Yeah.
So we're going to have signage on the front and the back.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You know, it'd be really cool if move-in plus quarantine ending were fairly close on timing.
Yeah.
We're talking big ass party.
I know. I'll contribute to some nice champagne. So.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll contribute by helping drink the champagne.
Mighty kind of you, Teresa.
Well, people are working. Check out my little project here that I keep checking on the side. I've got a sick little baby chick I'm trying to nurse back to health.
Oh, I couldn't tell what that was, but now I can.
Yeah, she's not doing well. That's why I keep going and popping off to screen.
Good luck, baby chick.
Yeah.
You have pasty butt?
No, well, she did actually, but it wasn't enough that it was that was what was driving it. It's I gave a broody hen babies out in the coop, and I've done that so many times before successfully, including with her. I think she's mothering them fine, and I don't know what happened.
Huh.
So.
Yeah.
Got a lot of fleas from being out in the coop, but I don't think that'd kill them. All this working out at home, my pot holder is so filthy now, I don't think it's ever going back to the kitchen. I'm gonna donate it to your new shop after we're done with this. You can have my ratty old pot holder, Drew.
You know what? You hang on to it.
It works well as a slider, though. It's great.
Can you just throw it in the washing machine?
Well, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
It's just it's pretty darn filthy.
I'd suggest that over donation.
It'll never be the same again. That's my point.
Precisely why we don't want the donation. If I may be so blunt.
Just teasing you. Oh.
Teresa, if you don't think the chick has like something contagious, I would put another chick in there with it.
Well, that's the thing is I kind of worry that maybe it does.
Oh, okay.
Well, I just don't know what. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. This is
Because anytime I've had to isolate a hen, it seems like they become very lethargic because they're so social. So
that's maybe I should do that and take that risk because I think
Yeah.
it might be right there.
just a thought. I don't know. I used to teach backyard chicken keeping.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We have a topic of conversation because I'm obsessed with chickens.
Yes.
I like to, for fun at night, instead of browsing Instagram and Facebook as instructed by Drew, I read backyard chicken conversation threads.
I have lots of fun books I can share with you when this is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come check out my thing. I've got 75 birds right now.
Oh, geez.
Well, I got 15 layers, and then I'm raising up some meat birds, and I'm raising up more layers because I raise layers and then sell them.
Oh,
It's my little side business.
there you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, I knew Tracy had been in the chicken business for a long time. I didn't know you were as well, Teresa.
Oh, I was bringing in a couple thousand a year in Colorado because I had a couple acres, and
Wow.
I had the markets for Laramie and Cheyenne just opened up chicken keeping, and they'd come down, and Boulder, Longmont, Denver, and Fort Collins. I was in Fort Collins.
Wow.
And I was wheeling and dealing laying hens like nobody's business, like fun breeds and.
Dang. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. And I feel compelled to clarify. I don't want you to browse Facebook or Instagram. I just meant if you haven't seen some of the current posts that people make, then
Oh my God.
quick browse and you'll be.
I don't want to. I don't want to see it.
There you go.
Although I do have to say, I laughed so hard this morning when I read the coffee thread. I read every comment and then just laughed and laughed, and my husband was like, "What?" Like you wouldn't understand.
Here's what's funny. So, I mean, I'm assuming y'all saw my first one where this is a personal challenge for me to do, once a day or whatever for 30 days, just to get comfortable with posting and sharing. I've shared a lot with our private group, but this is really the first time I'm posting publicly. So
now I want to go check it out.
Yeah, feel free. In my 10 other posts, I'd get quite a few likes, but very few comments, mostly no comments. and then I post something about a coffee enema, and I've got like 30 comments. So I think we're starting to see where people's attention goes.
Poop.
All I could say was, seriously, people are getting very bored and
That is for sure.
yeah.
Or half the population is getting really bored and the other half is super stressed because we have so much less free time than usual.
Yeah.
Directly related to the adult to child ratio in the home.
I think the other half thinks that you were serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
The
was,
third half.
well, so I
Third half.
posted that last night after we got the girls down to bed. Well, so we do it separately and we alternate girls. So last night I did Claire's bedtime. I got done first, and so I was upstairs, and that's when I posted that. And then when Lauren came up, she saw it and she goes, "Oh God, you're gonna do that?" I was like, first of all, you've known me for like 17 years now. I may be a little weird, but never done that.
Hey Drew, real quick, sorry to interrupt this important
Yes.
conversation. I'm about to do V-ups. What was the, I should do this first and then I should take my hands off? Or should I
Well,
just
okay,
leave it?
no, so the progression, did you watch my video?
I did, but I forgot. That was 2
Okay.
days ago.
So the first stage of there's 3 steps with your hands, and then you remove the hands and go through those same 3 steps, but they have to be in that order. So first is hands slightly in front of you on the ground, even more. And now pull your knees as far into your chest as you can and hold them. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. And relax. So you could do longer holds like that, where that was, 10 seconds plus or minus. The next one, pull your knees all the way in. And so since I'm standing up, so these are going to be my knees. Pull your knees in, and your lower legs are hanging, and now straighten your legs and back down. Straighten your legs and back down. There you go. And so now your goal is, if this is your upper body and this is your lower body, decrease the angle. So the more you can get to be like this, the better that's a better demonstration of core strength, and the better you'll be at V-ups and tuck-ups.
Okay, and so then I just do those without the hands and then I do my V-ups.
Yep. Without the hands adds the balance component too. Yep. But now, Teresa, here is a common but critical thing to consider, or a common mistake but critical thing to consider when doing a progression. I just gave you 6 progressions, right? Pick one.
Oh, just pick one and do it over and over again?
Pick one and master it, and then you move to the next one. So those are in order. If you can do the hardest one, then there's no point in the progression. But let me state that a little more clearly. If you can do the hardest one correctly. So for example, I'll use my hands again. If I can do the balance one, but my angle looks like this, or if I use my hands and my angle looks like this is the one I need to stick with, because I'm not ready for this one.
Okay. So just keep doing that and don't do V-ups at all.
No, you can do tuck-ups or V-ups.
But also work on
But
this.
continue to do those and you will get better at them.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I gotta go grab another baby chick. I'll be back.
Tara and Tina still members?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Are Tara and Tina still members?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Tracy.
Yeah. Hello.
How about
Got
Dave?
a friend now.
How old are they?
Well, that's the problem though. That one I just put in is actually probably too old. She's a week older.
Yeah, that's not too old.
Well, she might just fly out of this little bin for starters, but
Oh, that's true.
I might have to get a bigger box. But yeah, the little one's only like 4 days old, and then the other one's a week older than that.
Oh,
But we'll see if that cheers her up.
and sometimes they just die.
Well, it's been a lot of that this round, and I don't like that.
Hey, Drew, is Dave still part of the club?
Dave Wilkie?
Yeah, 6:30 Dave. Oh, yes? Okay.
6:39, Dave?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Dave and Stephanie, they picked up a couple pieces of equipment and they've been doing at-home stuff. And then Tracy, Tina, and Tara had, well, I guess,
They
two
broke
big
up.
things. What's that?
They broke up.
They did, but Tara had been spending a lot of time in Portland, and then Tina lives in Philomath, and she had been going to the CrossFit out there.
Oh, okay.
Did Tracy and David stop too?
They stopped for the shutdown.
Okay. All right.
I talked to Tracy the other day. They're doing great.
Kids. Sorry, can you hear that in the background?
There's a very faint sound, but
All right, guys, I gotta take off. It's been grand.
Yeah.
Oh, Tracy, real quick, look. They're happier. Thank you for the tip.
wow.
Yeah, they're kind of settled in there together, so that's a good
Quick,
idea. I'm gonna give them a bigger box.
quick and easy solution.
Okay, bye guys.
Shoppers helping shoppers. Bye, y'all. Guys, about 5 more minutes for the rest of you. Obviously, you can continue for as long as you need to, but I'll have to log off in order for Melissa to get on for nutrition coaching. And I'm meeting a contractor downtown at the new building. Physically distanced, of course.
Drew, what did the downtown association, they talk about businesses and how they're faring and all this?
Yeah, so the meeting this morning did have a lot to do with the PPP stuff. And then there were some people from, I can't remember the name of the organization, but it's something like the Benton County Economic something or other.
Yeah.
And they're opening up additional loan options for small businesses in Benton County that need the assistance or something like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I think under normal circumstances, I think the DCA is huge on promoting downtown events and businesses and getting everybody,
Sure.
active and vibrant downtown.
Yeah.
But I'm obviously very new to the DCA, so I don't quite know everything that they do.
Yeah, makes sense.
need to figure out how to foam roll your abs.
Don't use a foam roller, but use a, so the larger the diameter to an extent, the better. You wouldn't use a, like a lacrosse ball or something that small. But if you have like a small soccer ball, volleyball, you know, anything that's in this size range,
Uh-huh.
that would work.
Floor or wall?
Lying face down. Yep.
Okay. I'll try.
And in fact, I'm sure you can find a video from, so do you know the name Kelly Starrett, Mobility WOD, the
Yes.
Ready State?
Uh-huh.
So do a YouTube search. He actually calls it gut smash.
Okay.
So do a YouTube search for gut smash and then some combination of Kelly Starrett or Mobility WOD or something like that.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Enjoy.
I'm going to probably be out walking when you end. So see you later,
Great.
everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Everyone have a good day. All right. Bye, Tracy. Bye, Ryan. Bye, Rosalind. Bye, Jim.
Bye.
Thanks.